Have you ever heard that it takes 21 days to break a habit? Well, that's a complete myth. Science actually says it can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days, which means quitting social media for a year is either a genius or a terrible idea. So today, on day 40 of my 365 days no social experiment, let's talk about how long it really takes to break a habit, form a new one, and what the research says about my progress so far. First, let's debunk the biggest myth, the 21-day rule. It came from a plastic surgeon in the 1960s who noticed it took patients about 3 weeks to adjust to their new appearance. But in 2009, University College London, UCL, did an actual study on habit formation and found that it takes 66 days on average, but it depends. Here's a neuroscience fact. Habits are formed in the basal ganglia, the part of the brain responsible for automatic behaviors, like scrolling social media. When we try to break a habit, our prefrontal cortex decision-making area has to override the urge. The harder the habit, e.g. social media smoking, the longer it takes to rewire the brain. Now listen, here's the juicy part. Science says simple habits like drinking a glass of water in the morning can take 18 days to stick. Complex habits like quitting social media or exercising daily takes 2+ months, sometimes longer than 8 months. And here's what I've noticed at day 40. The first 2 weeks were the hardest, just like withdrawal from any addictive behavior. By day 21, I started to feel less of the urge to check Instagram, but muscle memory still kicked in. Now at day 40, I feel different. Not fully rewired, but the urge is way weaker. And guess what? Research says that by day 66, new behaviors start feeling automatic. So if I keep going, my brain will literally rewire itself to stop craving social media. If you're trying to break a habit, here's what works. First, change your environment. Studies show that the easiest way to break a habit is to remove triggers. I deleted my social media apps from my phone, but I also made scrolling physically harder by keeping my phone in another room at night. 2. Identity-based habits, atomic habits. So instead of saying I'm quitting social media, say I'm a person who lives without distractions. I'm a content creator, not a content consumer. This helps you rewire your identity around the new habit. 3. The never skip twice rule. Studies show that skipping one day won't ruin your progress, but skipping 2 in a row resets habit building. That's why I committed to this daily video challenge. I'm forcing my brain to reprogram itself. Now the big question, am I finally over social media? Short answer, not yet. Long answer, the urge is fading, but social media had 10+ years to wire my brain. So 40 days isn't enough to fully reprogram. Psychologists say that the dopamine cycle of social media takes at least 2 to 3 months to fade. So I'm getting there, and I'll check back at day 66 to see if I've finally crossed over into new habit territory. So if you're trying to break an old habit or start a new one, here's the real talk. It's not about willpower, it's about systems. Your brain can rewire itself, but it takes at least 66 days. Don't quit just because it's hard at the beginning. You're literally reprogramming your mind. What habits are you trying to break or build? Drop them in the comments and let's track our progress together.